Hello friend, this is Ira Sani. Now I am going to move to another program. That one is finding the frequency of each element in array. Uh, and this is algorithm for the finding the frequency of each element in array. For this, what we will do, firstly, we create one array. In that array, we count the occurrence of each element. And how to resolve this problem? To maintain one array to store the count of each element of the array, and we loop through that array, and the count of occurrence of each element as frequency be stored in another array. Means for one array simply we store the element, and second element second we create we take another array. In that array we store the occurrence of each element as a frequency that will store in another array. Suppose that this is array one array element. In this array, uh, one is repeated two times, so that frequency of one is two, and two element which is occurs at four times. So frequency of this one is four, and so on. And what is the algorithm? Firstly, we initialize array and declare an initialize array, and suppose that this one is element of array, and another we create another frequency array, and for that frequency array length is equal to the first array length, and in this array we set visited equal to -1. And what is the meaning of this one? Means if we the meaning of this one means here it is a constant. Means we define visited will be a constant with the value -1, and this is used to mark the element that has already been counted to avoid double counting. Means it is already visited, then it will avoiding in double counting. That's why we set visited equal to -1. Okay. And after that we use for loop, and the for loop will iterate up to array dot length, and we set count equal to 1. Okay. Means we initialize count to 1 for the current element array of I, and how many times the current element appears, that will represent this count. Okay. Then again this state 8 is repeated, and we use nested for loop. That for loop will start from j equal to I plus 1. Means first for loop that will be iterated from a starting to end element, but second for loop, nested for loop, be started from second element, so that we can compare like that 1 and 2, 1 and 8, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, like that. So we here start from next element. Okay. And this is for condition if array of element array of array 1 of I is equal to, means first here be a condition for checking both the element are equal or not. If both element are equal, then it will become count plus plus. Okay. And this count value will incremental. Means suppose that one is 1 comes 2 times, then count equal to 2, 2 present 4 times, then count equal to 4, like that. And next step is if frequency of I is not equal to visited, then if r of I equal to count, means after inner loop completes, check if the current element array of I has not already been marked as visited. If not, then store its frequency count. in the corresponding index of the frequency array. Means if inner loops complete, okay, suppose that this one is outer loop for this array, this one is outer loop and this one is inner loop, and if this inner loop completed, then it will check the current element of array of I has already been marked as visited. If not visited, then count frequency count in corresponding FR array. And next is simply it will be printing element and how many frequency, how many times it is present, and this step is repeated. Means this is for printing the frequency of element, and simply it will print array element and how many times it's present, uh, and this is simply algorithm. We will understand it by doing program. Okay, move in programming part. For that, firstly create one class name. You can write any class. Simply I write into frequency select main method, finish. Okay. Firstly create one array, declaring and initializing array. Int some int three one one two five one. I start commenting here. You can write comment what you are this is initialize array, and next step is we create array frequency. We will store frequencies of element. So initialize that array and give the size of this array that is equal to previous one array length. Okay, then next step is we initialize font and font equal to 1. Dot one more thing, int visited equal to -1. How to use LaTeX? Simply we use for loop int I equal to 0. We use to for loop, and this one is for iterating order for loop. Again, nested for loop we use here so that we can compare both element, and nested for loop started from next element. I give another variable name equal to I plus 1, j is less than dot length j plus plus. Then we write here condition. We compare both array element, array of I first element with second element, array of j. If both are equal, then into one thing. Here you write amount to 1 so that we can increment that value. If then amount plus plus, okay, and we write logic for to avoid revisiting element, to avoid counting same element again. For that we will in this array we uses if j equal to visited to for that this line will avoid counting the same element again. Okay, and we almost we wrote all the logic. Then we go for write the logic for displaying the element. Okay. Here we display the frequency of each element present in array simply we write here element element again wait. Element then frequency primitive proper, and for displaying that thing again we have to use for loop int I equal to 0, I is less than if r dot length plus plus if r of I is not equal to visited, then only print. Not equal. If r of I is not equal to visited, then print that element. Array of I this is for clarity purpose I write here Okay, so you will not confuse here. Okay, this is the it will represent each element and it will show the frequency of that element. Okay, then program is completed. Format it, save it, and run it and check it. See, here we got element 1. Something wrong is here. It is 0.00. Check one. What is problem with the code? They missed something here. Okay, I missed one thing here. Most important line is here. If R of I is not equal to visited, then of I, or if R of I equal to count, and this will come inside for that by showing error. Now save it and run. You will get output. Yeah, here we got output. One came 2 times, 2 came 4 times, it came 1 time, 3 1 time, 5 1 time. You can check all the element also. Okay, I am explaining this code once again. Listen carefully. I started from starting. Firstly, we create class frequency. Here is main method because program execution from main method, and here we initialize one array, initialize and declare one array, int array, and here we pass that array contains some element, that is this one, and again we contain another element, another array, that is frequency array, and that frequency array's length is equal to the first one array, we passing length here, and int visited equal to -1. This we use constant variable for if already we visited that element, then it will not revisited again. For that purpose, we use int visited equal to -1. And then we use nested for loop here for this is outer loop. Here outer loop, we start from first element and it will go up to till end, and another nested for loop we started from next another element, because so that we can compare each element like that. First outer loop start from 1 to at the last element, and second inner loop started from 2, so that 1 is compared with 2 and 1 is compared with 8, like that it will go. Okay, that's why I wrote here j equal to I plus 1. Okay, and this for loop is go until up to j is less than array dot length, and here we write condition for checking element, uh, and if both the element equal, then it will start counting in how many times it coming, and that for that purpose we use count here. And again, if rj if r of j equal to visited, be right here this line, because this line helps to avoid counting the same element again. That's why we use this line. If that element is counted, then it will be not count again. And again, do we use this line? If r of I is not equal to visited, then store that count in this frequency array. Okay. Mm. For that purpose we use here. And before when I was coding, I missed this line. Because of that we get only 0 0, and because of these two lines we write here, then only we get the how many times that element is counted. Mm. If that if I is not equal to visited, then only it will be count that element. Next is simply it is displaying the frequency of element. For that we simply be right here for pending purpose element and frequency, and this this will also start from 0 and go, it will till up to frequency length. And if r of I is not equal to visited, then simply I printed array of I and frequency of j I, sorry, and here we get output. Okay, please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubt, then you can post your doubt in a comment section. Thank you.